So this is awakened energy. So the last two rise ups that we've done prior to this one were focused on the first two of three strategies for managing chaos. Now, why would you want to learn how to manage chaos? Think about that. Well, because you're only in control of one thing in life, and that's the response. You're not in control of the stimulus, right? Shit happens. You're not in control of the shit. You're in control of the response to the shit. So, learning to manage something like chaos in your life is recognizing that chaos happens. That could be a new bumper sticker. Chaos happens. But if you learn how to manage it and handle it with grace, that's called reclaiming control of your life. So that's why these three strategies of managing chaos are so important. So the first two that we went over so far, and you can go back and you can go to the podcast as of November 1st, all of the episodes, which are 15 so far, will load to the Rise Up the Dragon podcast. You can go back to the first two, and they were no more struggle and poison. So those are the first two strategies of managing chaos. So you can go listen to them starting on November 1st. So the third strategy today and practice of managing chaos is to observe all that arises in life, as awakened energy. Think about that for a second. So by observing all things that arise in life as a manifestation of a field of energy, what this does is it enables us to observe all things as just things and side effects of something that we carry no control over. Now, thoughts are like that too, but just imagine if you just observed everything today as just side effects and symptoms of something that you have no control over. What it would do is it would automatically enable you to say, oh, interesting, rather than say, why is that happening to me, right? Remember, you control the response. So this is a way of controlling the response, is looking at everything as awakened energy. So it enables us to observe all things as side effects of something that we don't control, like oxygen, right? Think about this. This is funny. I had this thought. We don't judge whether or not we've run into a good or bad patch of oxygen. Maybe if you have no oxygen, but we don't judge oxygen. As long as it's there, it's all good. In this strategy, this third strategy, we learn not to label things as good or bad, or pure versus unpure, especially things that we don't control. The very nature of struggle, this is what we want to learn how to handle better. The very nature of struggle comes from our desire to be right in opinion and label something as wrong or right. That's where struggle is born. In this third strategy, we practice acceptance that the field of energy carries both polar sides all the time. Okay. In fact, without both sides, there would be no field at all. Think about that. That's how you can embrace that both sides are always necessary. Both sides of the coin are necessary to produce what you would call a coin. So both poles, energy poles, both poles of energy are needed to produce energy. Without both positive and negative, there would be no energy field that we all appreciate. So we learn to embrace all sides as that necessary. When someone says something to you today, and I don't want to predict it, but it's going to happen. I don't know if you'll notice it, but if someone says something mean to you today or acts aggressive, or perhaps today circumstances don't go as planned, right? And remember, God laughs at those who make plans. Sure, you may feel threatened and you may have a few triggered feelings and thoughts. That right there would be an example of something that is not in your control. That's your stress response system. You're going to feel that. However, now, with this new touch of consciousness, now you're going to be able to recognize that this is simply a form of awakened energy and say something like this to that person or even that event. Hey, thanks for playing your necessary role in the field of energy today. I appreciate you. Make sense? So I want nothing more than you to have an amazing day. My thought this morning as I leave you is, hey, Betty, Kathy, Emily. My thought today is this. There is nothing but green lights ahead of you today, right? So today, embracing the fact that there is nothing holding you back, because now you understand that the only thing that can hold you back is you and your perception of things that are out of your control. There's only green lights today. So today you can expect a miracle, and that miracle will be you. Love and appreciate you. Have an amazing day, and I will see you tomorrow at 7:30 a.m.